Arena, taken from the Skydance Bridge in Oklahoma City. That's our setting tonight. Welcome to 2K Sports Live Saturday night coverage of the NBA. Thanks for tuning in. Kevin Harlan here with Greg Anthony and a pair of Hall of Famers with us, Doris Burke and David Aldridge. Hey, Dave.
Blazers coach Terry Stotts had previous head coaching stints in Atlanta and Milwaukee, but it was as an assistant coach in Dallas, where he helped win the 2011 title, that he rejuvenated his career. Stotts wasn't sure he'd get another coaching opportunity, but after that, he said the stars aligned. Kevin, he's now in year 8 as head coach in Portland.
The players love him. Thank you, David. And taking a broader look here at the year-over-year scoring trend for Whiteside.
And looking at his offensive numbers from the past few years, it seems like teams around the league have kind of figured him out. He's having to work a lot harder for his points, and they haven't been coming nearly as easily as they used to.
Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. The high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Whiteside is out there with Anthony, and it's Ariza in at the 3 slot. And for Oklahoma City, Gallinari and Adams, the combo out front. Gilgeous-Alexander out there with Chris Paul, and it's Ferguson in at the 3. You know, Greg, for the Thunder fans, hard to see their star power dwindle, but they got a lot in return.
Yeah, but the Thunder were capped out. Hadn't made it past the first round in 3 years. And in exchange for Paul George, they got one of the richest trade packages in league history.
It'll be the Thunder off the tip. Paul outside. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
And that'll start us off already. You can feel the tension in this arena.
You get the sense, Greg, there is a level of intensity right out of the gates.
Now here's McCollum. Playing Dallas, he was nearly unstoppable. Poked loose. Oh, and here comes Gilgeous-Alexander all alone. Hassan Whiteside grabs the miss. Paul against Lillard. He kicks it to McCollum. To the inside. And it's out of bounds. The Trailblazers able to retain possession here. Here's Anthony. He picked up 30 points in their last win against the Mavericks in Dallas.
And you know, guys, the other thing I really appreciated about his effort in that game was the effort and work on the glass. What a well-rounded performance.
Now here's Lillard. Defense right on him.
Refs calling it close already as he picks up a quick early foul.
We've played just over a minute here in the first. Here's Ariza. Adams gets a hand on it.
Well, so good at anticipating when shots are going to go up. Steven Adams, terrific protecting the basket.
And Paul gets it to go in.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
And I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
Here's Anthony following the basket by Chris Paul. Gilgeous-Alexander surveying the D. Inside. Unloads from 9. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need one.
The Trailblazers have gone 0 of 3 from the field to start the game. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Lillard outside. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
And for someone who spends most of his time on the perimeter, Lillard's a terrific finisher inside. His moves to the basket aren't tentative. They are strong.
Paul passes to Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Ferguson. Gallinari outside. Lets it go from 14. And he tries off the glass, but it's no good. And a wide open look for McCollum, and the three ball is good.
Well, quality floor recognition from Trevor Ariza. If a teammate is open, I promise you he will deliver.
Paul against Lillard. Adams outside. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Tried to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Passes it to McCollum. Shot from 16. They get it again. Whiteside. They now take the lead.
Yeah, and the presence of Whiteside in the paint, really unreal. He is a dominant figure down low. Great work to grab that second chance opportunity.
And it's sent back by Lillard. Fires the three. And McCollum the bucket on the assist by Lillard. McCollum's got a couple of threes now in the first for Portland. And first timer of the game called for Oklahoma City.
Well, he might not be blocking 4 shots a game anymore, but Hassan Whiteside's still a factor in the paint defensively.
And we've got a chance now to get caught up on how the standings are looking in the West as we make the push through midseason. You look at Portland, the season well underway, and they've been solid in third right now. And of course, there's the Thunder. Just need to take it a game at a time.
And for the Trailblazers, they've come through for their fans this season. All the optimism surrounding them, all the high hopes, all proved to be legit.
Well, how about the momentum they have built to get off to this fantastic start? All positive vibes right now for this group.
And with Whiteside, his size and length set him apart from others defensively. Greg, even at the center position.
You just can't ignore the reach and coverage that Whiteside has when he's in the paint. Even though the block numbers aren't what they once were, the amount of shots he changes is still very high.
Here's Lillard. He had 19 points in the win against the Mavericks in Dallas. McCollum outside. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Lillard. 9 points for C.J. McCollum.
Yeah, great outside shooting, really fueling this run.
Thunder trailing by 5. Paul looking around. Pass to Gallinari. Back to Paul, and stolen by Lillard. And now Lillard running the floor all by himself.
And that was not an opportunity Lillard was going to let pass by. Getting down the floor in an instant and finishing on the break.
Whiteside against Adams. And there's the pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Oh, good with the triple.
Definitely a situation you want to make sure you don't give him too good of a look.
Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well. So Anthony will go to the free throw line. Chris Paul picks up that one. Portland shooting their first foul shot of the night.
One shot.
And that one misses. About this time of the year, we hear early talk about end-of-the-season awards. When you're thinking about who you'd vote for MVP or whatever, Doris, when do you start giving consideration to those topics?
You know what's fascinating, Kevin, is where all the major awards are considered, particularly the MVP, it feels like there's a narrative that develops back when the season starts. The key as a voter, I think, is to sort of eliminate the noise, look at the numbers, consider the success of teams, and make your decision from there. You've got to make sure you're really doing your research.
And sometimes, am I right, it comes down to the final couple days of the regular season before a voter like yourself knows for sure.
Kev, I have cast my MVP ballot on the last possible day in each of the last 3 years.
Wow. 2 points. That one goes.
Boy, not nearly tough enough inside on the defensive end. They made that all too easy for him.
The Blazers on offense. They're on a 19-4 run. Ariza outside. Here's McCollum. Can't connect from short range.
Boy, that's one he wishes he could have back, especially against soft defense.
To the middle. It's stolen by Anthony. And now the fast break. Anthony with the ball. A second chance effort. Here's Whiteside. Persistence pays off as they finally hit a shot. Whiteside's got his second bucket. And so it's Paul with it, bringing it up for Oklahoma City. They trail by 11. Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander trying to claw his way back after a terrible showing in that loss to Miami. It's his first trip to the line. And the first one drops. And the Thunder with some changes. Nerlens Noel checks in for Gallinari. Andre Robertson comes in for Terrence Ferguson. And Dennis Schroeder subbed in for Chris Paul. Nurkic checked in for the Trailblazers. Hood comes in for Trevor Ariza. That one falls, so he hits both of them. Here is Lillard. He's a guy we see deliver on a nightly basis, averaging about 24.5 points a game. Lays it up and banks it in. Lillard's got 6.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Now Robertson. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Nurkic. Both teams deciding to change it up. Six on the shot clock. Now here is Muscala. He's guarded by Collins, and it's Schroeder missing.
And they've come out with a take no prisoners approach on the glass here tonight, guys.
Lillard attacking. Missed it, shooting 50% at 3 for 6. Thunder trailing by 11. Here's Schroeder. That's short off the rim. And the foul called on Nerlens Noel. That's his first foul. Portland's gone 3 of 5 from three-point land so far in the ballgame. Left side Collins. Outside Hood from the arc. And again, it's the Trailblazers from deep.
Outstanding start from three-point range. Their shooters are on fire.
Oklahoma City's gone 0 of 3 from three-point land. Nothing yet going outside. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Greg, last season, Dennis Schroeder transitioning to more of a sixth-man role with the Thunder.
And for his first go at that role, I thought Schroeder looked really good. He's always been able to score and create, and coming off the bench might be the best spot for him.
The first free throw is good. We hear these defensive coaches in our meetings, Doris, talk about their players staying on a string, helping the helper. Help defenders in this league are important.
No doubt, and there are certain guys who are gifted defensively. Paul George, to me, was a Defensive Player of the Year category. Rudy Gobert, multi-time winner of the Defensive Player of the Year. Rudy is considered a great shot blocker, and no question that's the case, but it's because his defensive rotation is so good. Guys like Marcus Smart, the ones willing to give up their body, fly around the floor, be great anticipators. I mean, that impacts winning.
Aren't they fun to watch?
So fun.
That way.
And a chance to take a look at some numbers for Whiteside.
In the last 5 games, you can see the trend upwards for effective field goal percentage, and it shows you how confident he's playing right now.
Schroeder against Lillard. The 10-footer. And Noel with the basket on the assist by Schroeder.
And that's a bang-bang play by Noel, right? Catch the pass and fire it quickly. Really good job.
Here's Lillard. He has 6. Passes to Hazania. Hood with it. Here's Nurkic. It's deflected. They get it back. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Trailblazers will retain possession. Simons. He's checked in for Damian Lillard. Pass to Azania. Puts up a 3. Tries again. Tries yet again. The putback. And out of bounds as the Thunder gain possession. And now a quick rundown of the leading free throw shooters at small forward this year. It's a pretty sure thing whenever one of them gets to the line. Rodney Hood, number 1.
And that means he can afford to be very aggressive as a slasher because of how proficient he is at the line.
There's the pass to Robertson. Muscala with the ball. Covered by Hood. And the lead is down inside single digits.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
You know, we see this all the time, Greg. You're basically, as a defender, hoping the man misses rather than putting in the work to get over screens.
Here's Simons after Oklahoma City gets the 3. Nurkic with it. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Hood on the wing. Shot clock at 6. And the ball goes out of bounds. Nice touch by Hood.
Looking now at some numbers for Hood. How last month turned out for him? 11th in free throw percentage. And his sweet shooting stroke places him in the top 15 league-wide in three-point percentage. You've got to play him tight.
And he deserves credit for knocking down such a high percentage of his free throws. It's not a glamour part of the game, but incredibly important nonetheless. Now, here's Schroeder. 11 points for him in that last game against Miami. Here's Muscala. The shot's good on the assist by Schroeder. And now it's only a 5-point Trailblazer lead. And Simons has got the ball here for the Trailblazers. 1:58 left to play in the first quarter. And he drops in the layup off the glass. And the Trailblazers lead by 7.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Here's Schroeder. His scoring has been there on a regular basis. He's averaging more than 14 points a game. Robertson kicks it over to Schroeder. Muscala with the ball. Working on Collins. Muscala gets the bucket.
We are talking about a very solid passer at his position. Schroeder identifying an open teammate.
.124 left to play in the first quarter. Pass to Hood. Here's Simons. And the rejection by Noel.
A team's rebounding is a great of its energy, and theirs has been terrific here in the first quarter.
And Doris, even though Schroeder changed roles when he was traded from Atlanta to the Thunder, He has embraced his new team.
A lot of people wondered, would Schroeder be willing to go to the bench and accept that role? He proved he was more than capable. And no longer having to act as a leader on a team, I think for Schroeder, he just enjoys going out and competing on a team with high aspirations. It's been a good fit.
And the first one at the line is good.
One thing Dennis Schroeder has proven is that he can be an effective player whether he's starting or coming off the bench. This is a versatile guard, and maybe his best attribute, confidence.
So 1 for 2 that time at the stripe. And last season, a rare 5-by-5 game achieved by Jusuf Nurkic. 24 points, 23 rebounds, 7 assists, 5 steals, Greg, and 5 blocks in a game against the Kings.
And how about the only player ever to log a 20, 25, and 5 game? The Bosnian Beast making a name for himself.
Schroeder kicks to Robertson. Now the feed to Noel. And slam dunk by Noel.
That's what you call using your agility to perfection. Nerlens Noel, a threat in the pick and roll.
Portland leading by 4. Here's Simons. He's averaging a bit over 5 points a game. Passes it to Nurkic. The Thunder pull it in.
Boy, he cannot get anything to fall, but the teammates, boy, have they delivered.
Here's Baisley. Kicks it to Robertson. Pass to Schroeder. Back to Robertson. Great D that time from Nurkic. C.J. McCollum, he's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for the Portland Trailblazers. He delivered 9 points from three-point range that quarter. Terrific work from distance. We've got more in store for you right after this. Chris Ball talks about the matchups he faces at the point guard.
The toughest position in the NBA night in and night out is the point guard position. You know, every night you look at the board, the coach is pretty much going to say, their team goes as such and such goes. You know what I mean? So that's the toughest part, and that's probably the funnest part, too, because it's competition.
And CP3, one of the most competitive players in the game.
It's an obsession with him, and you can see how hard he gets after it every time he takes the court.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. What stands out to you guys from the Trailblazers so far in this one?
Just stretching out the floor in that first. They had the defense scrambling.
And that was obviously the plan coming in. Now the big question, can they maintain that efficiency from range as the game goes along?
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor, all fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. So for Oklahoma City right now, Robertson is out there with Dennis Schroeder. Then there's Nerlens Noel. Then it's Mike Muscala. And it's Baisley in at the 3, the small forward. Nurkic with the steal. And a wide open look for Hood. Portland keeps it going. A new 14-second shot clock.
And just not able to find the target from three-point range here in the second quarter, although he did knock down 1 in the first.
And the shot goes in. Baisley's got his first points of the night. Quarter number 2. We're about a minute in. The pass to Hazanya. Deft touch on the alley-oop.
No hesitation at all on the alley-oop. Saw his teammate with a path to the hoop, and bang, lobbed it right up there for him to finish.
And he was ready for it when he elevated and made the catch. Schroeder finds Muscala. Back to Schroeder. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Doris, you played, you've coached, you've broadcast, you've done it all in this business. How did you like to be coached when you were a player at the very top of your game?
Yeah, I think one of my favorite things were coaches who challenged me, those who would not allow me to accept the level I was currently at, those who wanted to push me and extend and expand my game. Listen, every player wants to be respected. Every player wants to feel valued. But the great ones to me, the LeBron James, the Kevin Durant's, they want to be coached hard. They want you to push them to the greatest possible level they're capable of.
That's great insight. Gallinari, he's checked in for the Thunder. Portland also making some changes. Whiteside's checked in for Collins. And Trevor Ariza's subbed in for Hezonja. Schroeder hits them both. And we're now about a minute and a half into the second quarter. Simons surveying the D. Pass to Nurkic. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
And such a polished player near the basket. Nurkic feels comfortable taking those in-close shots.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
And take a look at what he's been able to do at the free throw line. 82% more than acceptable.
Adams, he's checked in for the Thunder. Paul comes in for Andre Robertson. And the Trailblazers making a change here as well. McCollum's checked in. And now approaching 2 minutes of action here in the second quarter. Paul against McCollum. Pass to Gallinari. And Whiteside sends it back. And it's out of bounds. Oklahoma City able to retain possession here. And stolen by Whiteside. Ariza up top. Gallinari covering. The three from McCollum. Cans it from downtown. McCollum's got 12.
And that's an element McCollum brings to their offense. The ability to drain the outside shot. It stretches the defense and makes them keep bodies on the perimeter.
Now, here is Gallinari. His last outing, 16 points for him.
Well, what a terrific possession. Attack in the painted area.
Portland leading by 9. And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter.
We know Noel is a superb shot blocker. It may be his best attribute, Kevin.
A different look for Oklahoma City. Terrence Ferguson comes in for Noel. And Gilgeous-Alexander is subbed in for Dennis Schroeder. Anthony's checked in for Portland. It's good from about 19 feet. Anthony's got his third bucket of the night.
Well, this is why Carmelo can be so scary when he's coming off the pick and roll. Just so many ways he can hurt you.
Paul passes to Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Ferguson. He's guarded by McCollum. Good on that shot, and with that, the Trailblazer lead is cut down to just 8 points on the bucket from Ferguson. And Chris Paul picks up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
To a certain extent, you like the aggressiveness, but that's 2 fouls already. Take a step back.
The Trailblazers making a switch here. Lillard's checked in. Outside Anthony. Releases from 15, and Damian Lillard with the bucket on the assist by Anthony.
And that set them apart today, guys. Their success with the mid-range.
And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. Pass to Ferguson. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. And that one drops.
Sees this man has the angle on the interior and drops a dime right there.
And so it's McCollum. He'll bring it up for Portland. They've led by as many as 14 points. They want to keep it rolling here following the win against Dallas.
And bottom line, they found ways to score. Credit the game plan going in. It was right on the money.
And that's not an easy environment to play in. To score at the rate they did on the road says a lot about their intensity and focus.
Here's Paul, following the score by Damian Lillard. Adams outside. Shot clock at 5. Here's Ferguson. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. They get Hassan Whiteside.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
And the first few seasons in the NBA, not an easy time for Terrence Ferguson. Young wings have their ups and downs, but the franchise still very much believes in his talent.
The first one falls. And with Ferguson, the fans can be hard on him. They're expecting more. But, Greg, it's going to take time for him.
You know, Ferguson has already made big strides with his defense. The shot and consistency will come, but the fans will have to be patient with him.
Well, it's such an honor to be on this with you, and you were the first female to become a full-time NBA analyst, breaking new ground. You've accomplished so much in your life, personally, professionally. What would you tell young women who are graduating college, looking to get ahead in their career in what you've chosen?
Well, first and foremost, I've been very lucky, Kevin. The game of basketball has been a part of my life since I was 7. It's been a driving force. I love it. I would just tell young women, times are changing. Dream big. There's nothing that's impossible. And I'm so thankful to the NBA players and coaches who have just wrapped their arms around me from the time I entered this business. So kudos to those players who are part of the change, no question.
And hard work. I have seen you work. I have seen you prepare. No one prepares more. No one works harder than you.
Thanks, Kev.
The vision, the timelessness of Chris Paul's game. For many years, he's made everyone around him better.
Trailblazers leading by 7. McCollum passes to Whiteside. Gallinari with the steal. Here's Ferguson. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
And this is his second trip to the line tonight. And he makes the first. He's perfect from the line this time. Portland leading by 5. And that's a foul called on Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. That is his first foul of the game. Anthony dishes to McCollum. The pass to Whiteside. Lillard with no one around. The offensive rebound.
Well, Steven Adams making his presence felt. This guy on the defensive end can be special.
Gilgeous-Alexander scores for only the second time tonight. Now 2 for 6 from the field.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Portland's gotten half their shots from three-point range to go down in the second quarter. 3 of 6 from downtown. Three-pointer, Lillard. That one falls through. It's his 6th make from the floor this game. Now 6 for 10.
He has created some terrific opportunities for himself and really made the most of them.
Time called here. The Thunder decide to talk it over. C.J. McCollum really making a difference here.
Yeah, I think they've got to be talking about just guarding him a little more tightly on the perimeter or keep the ball out of his hands as much as possible, period. That's about the only way you're going to cool this guy off.
And as we check out this year's contenders for the dunk contest, we get a look at some of the showmen, the best showmen in the NBA.
And with the names on that list, you know we're going to have a crazy competition this year.
And I know he'd like to make a move up in the consideration. He's got all the athleticism you hope for from a dunk contest participant.
He sure does. Lots of competition, though, in the running this year to get that big invite.
And as always, we'll keep the updates coming in as we get closer to All-Star Weekend. One thing we already know, there are some great players pulling in votes so far.
Yeah, and I think it's safe to say that this is going to be one of those dunk contests that everybody's going to be tuning into.
It's good. And now just a 2-point Trailblazer lead.
And they've had assists now in their last 3 baskets.
Now here's Lillard, 13 points in the game. Dishes to McCollum. And it's in. Basket number 6 for him thus far. He has only missed 2 shots from the floor.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
No, I think that's the one thing every player is searching for, consistency. They're giving this guy a chance to carry the offense once again.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
And Lillard kicks to McCollum. Over Gallinari. The Trailblazers rebound.
And I just love how he's banging down low. His hard work will let them use some more of the clock here.
Paul passes to Gallinari. Good, and Paul gets the assist. Paul's got 5 assists in the game.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
Pass to Whiteside. He kicks it to Lillard. McCollum dishes to Lillard. Lock at 6. Slammed home, and he draws the foul. A chance for another point at the free throw line. Chris Paul picks up that one.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. The Trailblazers have converted 1 of 2 free throws so far today. And the Thunder making a switch here. Muscala's checked in. And then for the Trailblazers, Collins checked in for Whiteside. And it's Hezonja in for Trevor Ariza.
When he was drafted, Damian Lillard said he wanted to go to the Blazers with the 6th pick. The opportunity to play right away and be embraced by the city of Portland.
Now here's Paul. He's got 9. Passes it to Gallinari. Collins with some nice D. Trailblazers leading by 3. Launches the 3. McCollum no good. And Damian Lillard says, Greg, win or lose, he wants to stay in Portland. He keeps his residence there year-round.
And talk about his loyalty. In high school, lightly recruited. He ends up committing to Weber State. His senior year, all the big schools come calling. And Lillard kept his commitment. That shows you how he's built.
Nurkic checked in for Portland. On defense, the Trailblazers. They've led by as many as 14 points. Pass to Baisley. 5 on the clock. Collins grabs the miss. Collins has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight.
And look, a tough rookie season for Zach Collins, but boy, he's bounced back. Much better in terms of shooting, showing why he was taken in the top 10 back in 2017.
And that one falls for Collins. And you look at Collins, able to protect the rim and space the floor offensively.
And fits that modern template for an NBA center. Time will tell how good he can be, but he's already making an impact.
And the Trailblazers making a change here. Hood's checked in.
And they're really getting more points at the free throw line here in the second quarter.
That one's in there, and the Portland lead is cut down now to just 2 on the basket from Schroeder. And here's Lillard. He brings it up for the Trailblazers. He dishes it to Collins. It's stolen by Schroeder. Muscala with the ball. Working on Collins. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. The Thunder have been getting it done at the line, 10 for 12. First one falls for him. Noel's checked in for Steven Adams. He hits both from the stripe.
Boy, a really soft touch on display. It is a luxury to have a big man who can hit from the line at a consistent rate.
Lillard, the pass to Nurkic. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's going to be on Nerlens Noel. The Trailblazers have made 3 of 5 free throw attempts.
And really, the form at the line all season has been terrific. 79% as a team.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First free throw is good. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
And just a much better job of attacking and getting to the line here in the second quarter. Didn't have a single attempt in the first.
Yes, that goes in. Muscala's got 4 points this quarter.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Lillard, the pass to Hood. The teardrop falls in. Hood's got 5 now.
Beautiful form on the floater. Rodney Hood continues to develop that offensive arsenal.
Stolen by Collins. And it's the Trailblazers on the break. And finished off by Hezonja.
Well, that's why they're in front. Aggressive play at both ends. Nicely done.
Thunder trailing by 4. Schroeder kicks to Robertson. The pass to Baisley. Over Hezonja. And again, it's Oklahoma City.
Unselfishness can be infectious. Terrific teamwork.
A minute 20 left in the second quarter. Lillard outside. In the corner, Collins with it. That 3 off the mark. Oklahoma City has gotten both of their 3-point attempts to go down here in the second quarter. And that one's good. Schroeder.
Well, it looks like he has put that rough first quarter in the rear view. He's starting to cook here in the second.
59 seconds left in the first half. And here is Hezonja. Taking a look at his numbers, he averages about 7 points a game. And it's Baisley with the rebound.
I'll tell you, most of the time this guy's going to finish that, but that was tremendous defense that prohibits him from completing the play.
From beyond the arc, it's not going to fall. He's taken 4 shots and made 2. Here's Hood. Here's Collins. Kicks it out to Lillard. And it's wide right. It's off the rim.
Well, he's a quality mid-range shooter, but he can't get that one to go.
And that one's good. Schroeder, 13 points in the game.
Well, the Dennis Schroeder show is cooking on all cylinders right now. The defense has no answer.
Now Lillard. A 3 ball. No good on the shot. And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a very close game here. Thunder out in front, up 2. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Kevin, thanks. Here with Coach Terry Stotts. Coach, it's a hard game so far. Going into the second half, what will you tell your team?
We just got to compete. You know, keep competing, trust each other, and make plays.
All right, Coach, thanks for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson alongside Shaquille O'Neal and the Jet, Kenny Smith. Let's get to it. Dennis Schroeder playing terrific basketball in this one. He had 13 points, 5 assists, and 1 steal. Kenny, let's get your take on Oklahoma City.
Well, they showed a lot of discipline on offense, called some high percentage plays. Even when the defense devised different looks, they always seem to have the answer. That's good coaching.
Looking at Portland, Shaq, your thoughts?
I like the way they rebounded. They devoted a lot of energy down low, fighting for each other on the boards, and it helped keep this game tight. If they can continue to do that, it could easily be the factor that swings the game in their favor.
And that's going to do it for us here. The second half of action is coming your way.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. You know, C.J. McCollum has been exceptional here, guys.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
One of the things every player is after is efficiency at the offensive end. And boy, this young guy has done just that.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. On the court for the Trailblazers, pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Anthony is out there with Trevor Ariza, and it's Whiteside in at the 5 spot.
And it's no secret that Paul is an energetic defender, constantly swiping at the ball and ripping away steals.
Trailblazers trail by 4. McCollum passes to Whiteside. Takes the 13-footer. McCollum, no good. Oklahoma City has gone 3 of 7 tonight from three-point territory. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. It seems like every shot these guys have been putting up has been going in. This month's top shooters. Nerlens Noel is second. The 4th spot held by Steven Adams.
Both of these guys have been shooting with tremendous efficiency as the month has gone on. I don't know who's going to outdo who.
That's good from Gilgeous-Alexander. And he makes both free throws. Trailblazers trail by 6. McCollum deciding where to go with it. All alone. He can't hit that time. And Oklahoma City will go with it the other way. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Chalk up 2 there. Gilgeous-Alexander's got the lead up to 8 now for the Thunder.
Loving the energy right now here in the third quarter as they try to take control of this game.
You know, possessions like that will help them feel good going into that final quarter.
Here's McCollum following the score by Oklahoma City. Lillard outside. Lays it up off the glass. Lillard's got 18 points in the game.
Outstanding handles from the clever guard. Lillard crafty with it in his hand and can create for anybody.
Now here is Gallinari. 10 points for him. And there it is for him. He's got 12.
Wow, what a start to this half. 3 for 3, dictating the pace on the offensive end. They're rolling early.
First minute and a half of basketball here in the third quarter. Now here's McCollum. Gilgeous-Alexander covering. It's Ariza on the wing. Inside, here's Whiteside, and it's slammed in by Whiteside.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
Where was the defense? No help. You can't afford to give up these kinds of buckets. You know, missed that one, but still a really good start coming off the break. 3 for 4 now.
And it's been talked about for some time, but last summer the Heat finally decided to pull the trigger on Hassan Whiteside. Traded to Portland for Leonard and Harkless. Whiteside and the Heat had soured on each other in the trade. A chance for both sides to have a fresh start.
Throw good, Damian Lillard.
And the 4-year, $196 million Supermax extension signed by Damian Lillard this offseason. Dame Dollar living up to one of his many nicknames, but money well spent by the Blazers.
Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. 12 points for him.
And you look at the way Steven Adams has developed his offense the last few years. It's been a huge boost for this team. He has always been a great defender, but now he is an important cog on this team in terms of scoring.
Shooting 2.
And he can't get the first one. And with Adams in his offense, you forget how young he is.
And big men, sometimes they just take a little longer to find their path in the NBA. And Adams has certainly found his. I remember him being in mostly to screen and rebound when he was a rookie, but look how far his game has come.
Now, here's Lillard. 21 points in the game.
Yeah, great defense. Just quick, instinctive. Paul able to do it on ball as well as a help defender.
Right around 3 minutes into the second half. Pass to Adams. Back to Paul. Oklahoma City moving it around. And again, Oklahoma City, no good. Trailblazers trail by 3. And here's McCollum for 3. Bangs home the trifecta. McCollum's got 20.
And it seems as if someone got their signals crossed. If he can wind up that open from three-point range, I'm sure that was not a part of the game plan. Nice finish there to put him up in the game. I would be surprised to see him get some more of those touches down the stretch.
And it's Lillard with the ball. He brings it up for the Trailblazers. McCollum outside for the lead. Good. Great play by Lillard to set it up. 23 points for C.J. McCollum.
Yeah, in the first half, he was unstoppable from deep. Now, 2 more since the break.
Paul kicks to Gilgeous-Alexander. Back to Paul. The 3. They get the rebound. Adams. And it's blocked by Whiteside. Lillard has the open look. Will not go. This is off the front iron. Thunder have gone an even 50% from the floor here in the third quarter. 4 of 8. Gilgeous-Alexander, good. Portland trailing here. Lillard with it. McCollum outside. Thunder with the rebound. Adams has got rebound number 12 now. Tenacity on the glass. Ferguson misses. Trailblazers have gone even 5 of 10 on shot attempts in the third. McCollum kicks to Lillard. Passes it to Carmelo. 6 to shoot. Ariza has the open look. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
Defensively, they just look out of sync, not closing out on the threes in time.
Thunder shooting 61% from the field, showing some marvelous touch out there. Adams against Whiteside. Hassan Whiteside grabs the miss. Whiteside's got 13 rebounds in the game. Class eating. Oklahoma City trailer. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. Well, we're now on the back end of what has been, Greg, an incredible career for Chris Paul. Perhaps no longer the undisputed best point guard in the game, but still a top talent.
And Chris Paul might not be the best point guard, but any team would be happy to have him. His efficiency and playmaking aren't going away anytime soon. And even though he's never been an overly athletic player, that aspect of his game still is strong as ever.
That free throw, no good.
And no doubt Paul is still a top-tier point guard, a determined defender, and, of course, a remarkable distributor.
Noel's checked in for Oklahoma City. Portland also making some changes. Yusuf Nurkic comes in for Hassan Whiteside. And it's Simons in for Damian Lillard. And the second free throw, good. And here are the Trailblazers. They're on a 16-7 run. Here's Anthony. Almost, but it rolls out.
Well, you know, they're in the lead, but he's still been frustrated from an offensive standpoint.
Gilgeous-Alexander can't get it to go. Portland's gotten the 3-ball working for them in the second half. They've hit 3 out of 3 shots from long range. And it's Simons missing. Oklahoma City shooting 42% from the field here in the third. Gallinari down low. Ariza covering. Adams' shot is off. Portland leading. Near the three-point line, it's McCollum. And it's Simons missing.
Well, that's a case where a guy's trying to make a play, trying to take it up strong, but the defense was ready.
And there's the basket. Whistle blows and a chance for a three-point play. Going to the line for 1.
All right, defensively now, you've got to find a way to slow this guy down because he's putting it to you.
Andre Robertson, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. Dennis Schroeder comes in for Paul. And the Trailblazers making a change here as well. Hood's checked in for Anthony.
One shot.
That's good from Gilgeous-Alexander. Tight game here in Oklahoma City. Here's Simons. Sweet little floater. Simons has got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
Well, that's a nice play. You've got to read the situation and go to your floater game when necessary.
Shooter kicks to Gilgeous-Alexander. Adams outside. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. No good. Shot missing. Good D by Ariza. And it's Ariza with the ball for Portland. Here's McCollum. And Adams sends it back.
Boy, a really tough quarter for this guy. Just struggling to make shots right now.
Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Robertson. Basket good.
Well, that's the kind of dirty work Andre Robertson loves to do. This guy battles for points on the interior. He's a good cutter, and man, we know he can guard.
And for Portland, they're shooting 41% from the floor so far in the third. Now here's McCollum. Gilgeous-Alexander covering. And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for two.
And you talk about shot makers. C.J. McCollum, one of the best in the game. From mid-range, you could argue he's the best, flat out.
First trip to the line for him here.
Yeah, he's at 81% from the line. And when we've had a chance to see him, he's had great form and continues to look confident.
Throw good, McCollum. And you look at the shot chart for McCollum. He's a threat, Greg, from everywhere.
Able to hit off the bounce, pulling up. At his height, he's got to be creative, making space for his shot.
Hezonja, he's checked in for Trevor Ariza.
You can tell when he steps to the line the kind of confidence he has in himself. It's written all over his body language.
Schroeder kicks to Robertson. Back to Schroeder. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. And they're running. That's a two from Hood. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers. And so it's Oklahoma City with it. Adams, the pass to Schroeder. Here's Adams. Misses the layup. He had him with that pump fake.
And his defense, so valuable. Not many can bother that shot at the rim.
Boy, you see the effort. You see the range. This guy prides himself in his ability to shut you down.
Now, here's Robertson. Following the missed shot by Nurkic. Down low. Deflects the pass. And now Portland on the break. The three from McCollum. The rebound by Steven Adams. Oklahoma City shooting it really well. 54% from the floor. Here's Baisley. It's not going to go for him. And the Trailblazers going the other way. Put on the wing for three. Connects from three-point range. Hood's got 8 points.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
And guys, boy, when you're hitting, it sure does work. It obviously opens up major options at the offensive end.
Now, here's Robertson. Pass to Adams. He's all alone. Here's Simon. The fast break ends at the rim with a jam.
Gotta take care of the ball. They'll punish you if you're that careless.
That's right, and that's severe punishment right there.
Boy, in a tight game like this, that can change the whole tone. It helps your opponent get into a little bit of a rhythm.
Here's McCollum. 25 points in the game. There's the pass to Nurkic. Takes a three. And there's McCollum. That's good on the assist by Nurkic. McCollum's got 28.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Schroeder passes to Baisley. Now Noel. Schroeder outside. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Adams. He sinks the 11-footer. Adams has got his second basket of the game.
Well, Steven Adams is an intelligent offensive player with very good touch. He's worked really hard on that jumper.
Trailblazers leading by 4. 1:43 left here in the third quarter. Here's McCollum. That one rolling around and rims out. And for the Thunder, they're shooting 39% from the floor since the half. Not really what they had in mind. A nice shot by Simons. There's 1:26 left in the third. Schroeder looking around. Pass to Baisley. And now Portland on the break. Finished off the break. And now an 8-point Trailblazer lead.
Well, Rodney Hood has outstanding defensive instincts and effective at mucking things up and coming away with some thefts.
Back to Schroeder. Stolen by McCollum. Here's Simons. That falls. Nice feed that time from McCollum. Simons has got 15.
And where would these guys be without all the easy points off these turnovers?
On the wing, Robertson. Left side, Adams. Shoots over Nurkic. The putback. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. Nurkic has got 11 rebounds in the game. Here's Simons. He's guarded by Schroeder. Passes to Nurkic. An easy 2 points on the layup. Nurkic has got his third basket of the night.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Noel dishes to Robertson. Back to Noel. Over Hazonia. And it'll go. And the Blazer lead is cut back down to 10 points after they get the bucket from Noel. Near the three-point line, it's McCollum.
The hustle, the energy. Andre Robertson gives it to you on the defensive end every single night.
And so it's Portland going into the break with a 10-point lead. They've had active hands and have forced a lot of turnovers in this one. And we'll be back with you shortly. Let's take a listen to a recent huddle from Coach Billy Donovan.
You should never get beat like that in transition when they throw the ball. Those points add up right now. Let's be locked in and focused right now.
Billy Donovan, as you can tell, not too happy, failing to get back on defense. A major sin in the game of basketball, especially from his standpoint.
Yeah, and anytime you get severely out-hustled, you're going to hear about it from your coach. And you should if he's worth anything.
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store for us. We've got Ferguson, Mike Muscala out there with Noel. Then there's Robertson, and it's Schroeder in a point guard. That's the lineup in the game for Oklahoma City. Kicks to Noel. Back to Schroeder. Over Lillard. Good work defensively by Lillard.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
Pass to Simons. But they'll get another chance.
Wow, just getting all the luck right now, it seems. Good bounce.
Here's Lillard. Throws up again, and Nurkic finishes inside. Nurkic has got the lead up to 14 now for Portland.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
On the wing, Robertson. Now the pass to Muscala. Over Collins. Muscala misses. For Portland, they've gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. A different look for Oklahoma City. Gallinari, he's checked in for Muscala, and Paul's subbed in for Robertson. And Portland with a change here, too. Anthony's checked in. Lillard against Paul. Lillard left side. Count it. Good. Lillard's got 23 points.
And once they roll the ball out there, Lillard turned on the switch. He is doing it all tonight.
Paul. And the rejection by Collins. And that'll be Oklahoma City's ball as it goes out of bounds. And the Thunder making a switch here. Gilgeous Alexander's checked in. C.J. McCollum, he's checked in for Portland. Time called here. The Thunder decide to talk it over.
Definitely not pleased with their rebounding at the defensive end. The number of putbacks they've allowed has been terrible. I'm sure that's what he's going to address during this timeout.
Thunder trailing by 16. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Drills the three-pointer. 20 points for him.
Puts one in the eye of the defense. First triple of the evening.
Lillard surveying the D. Over Paul. Paul with the defensive effort. Oklahoma City has gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Here's Gallinari. Carmelo Anthony grabs the board. Anthony's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Trevor Ariza's checked in for the Trailblazers. Trailblazers leading by 13. Ball's knocked loose. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Trailblazers will retain possession. Here's what Oklahoma City's schedule is looking like. On Monday, they'll start out on the road and play the Rockets in Houston. And then on Wednesday, they'll go up against the Magic in Orlando.
And looking at the schedule, it isn't ideal in terms of the upcoming games with the amount of quality teams they're going to be playing, but it's also a good chance for you to get some confidence and really see just how good you are.
Trying to break that ice-cold streak. Anthony's shot is off.
Boy, this guy just can't buy a bucket, and yet they have the advantage.
Here's Gallinari. Nurkic with the block. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Nurkic. Whiteside's checked in for Nurkic. Here's Gallinari, and Whiteside sends it back. They get a hand on it. Fast break. Here come the Trailblazers. And McCollum with the slam.
Oh, nice defense there by Anthony, creating the transition opportunity. Terrific heads-up play.
Thunder trailing by 17. And Lillard is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul.
You know what? Tried to step in and cut him off, but just didn't get there quick enough.
It's stolen by Anthony.
And if you really want to make things hard on yourselves, this is exactly how you do it. Turnovers on back-to-back trips down the floor.
You know, you love your star players making others better, and Melo with the vision there.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
I mean, even from over here, you could see that one pretty clearly.
Free throw good, Paul. That one is no good.
He's forcing the action now, finally getting to the charity stripe after no freebies in the first half.
McCollum, no good. Oklahoma City has gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. And it's good, 2 points.
And guys, when Paul kicks it up a notch, it's thrilling to watch. Always in attack mode. Great at looking for his shot and making the D pay.
Lillard, the pass to Whiteside. Portland moving the ball around. And Damian Lillard with the bucket on the assist by McCollum. That's 28 points for Damian Lillard. And it's Paul with the ball for Oklahoma City. Trailing by 19. Here's Noel. Doesn't go that time. Good work defensively by Whiteside. Trailblazers have gotten more than 58% of their attempts to go down for them in the fourth quarter. They're 7 of 12. McCollum finds Anthony. The Thunder pull it in. Gallinari right side, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. It's on Damian Lillard. The first one falls. Gallinari hits them both. Trailblazers leading by 17. Lillard right side. The dish to McCollum. Good. Great play by Lillard to set it up. Lillard's got assist number 10 tonight with that last one. Oklahoma City shooting it pretty well, close to 50%. Paul kicks to Ferguson. Here's Gallinari. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. And he makes the first. Molinari hits them both. For Portland, they've gone 8 of 14 from the floor here in the fourth quarter. Ariza outside. Pass to McCollum. Lillard from outside. And the Trailblazers, another three.
I'll tell you, this lead's not going anywhere with this guy making plays. What a quarter.
Paul dishes to Noel. To the inside. It's stolen by Anthony. All alone. And Ariza with the stuff.
Love the athleticism from Trevor Ariza. This guy so dependable as a fast break finisher.
Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Tight defense on him.
Well, as usual, this guy cooking on the offensive end. But right now, the other guys on his team have got to step forward.
Trailblazers leading by 20. McCollum outside. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Noel's got his fourth rebound with that last one here tonight. Gilgeous-Alexander with it. Anthony on him. Gilgeous-Alexander can't get it to go. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. That one's on Anthony. That's good from Gilgeous-Alexander. Both shots good from the stripe. Portland's gone 2 of 3 in the fourth quarter from long range. Good shooting so far. McCollum passes to Lillard. Lets a floater go. That falls. Nice feed that time from McCollum. McCollum's got 5 assists tonight. Doubled by McCollum. Gilgeous-Alexander kicks to Noel. Drops one in from the wing.
Well, this franchise has got to be happy to see Noel knock down that jumper. He's expanding his game, Kev. Exactly what they need.
Trailblazers leading by 18. McCollum outside. Shoots over Gilgeous-Alexander. Great positioning on the putback.
They're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside and attacking the paint. That's an area they have completely dominated.
The drive by Paul, and Whiteside sends it back. And now running up the court, Lillard pushing it up. And Damian Lillard with the jam.
Some power coming from the PG.
Ah, that's right, GA. Seeing more and more of that these days. Backcourt guys who can elevate.
We know versatility is huge in this game. Just a tremendous job finishing that play. Wow.
And it's Gallinari missing.
Boy, what a nightmare quarter for this guy. He's playing right into the hands of the defense at this point.
And it's Lillard missing.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Ferguson misses.
And that is a textbook example of how to defend your rim.
That boy, to have someone back there who can erase your mistakes, what a big-time asset defensively.
That's what he gives you, a big-time presence on the glass.
And you know what, Greg? Once he gets his hands on it, he's not even thinking about kicking it out.
No reason to do so there. He was going to leave, no doubt. I'll tell you, you hate to pin this on one person, but his inefficiencies at the offensive end are holding this group back. Well, all night he has made an impact at the offensive end. Now he's trying to shut the door.
Now here's Paul, and stolen by Whiteside. And there's the lay-in. Ariza's got 4 points this quarter.
Yeah, they're rolling right now. That lead continues to grow.
And one of the things that's helped that is they're getting it done on both ends. Terrific focus on offense, and they're locked in defensively.
Yeah, that's a tough call right there, and really a tough break for the D.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one drops. So both teams changing it up here. And Paul drills both of them. Now here's McCollum. Passes it to Whiteside. Back to McCollum. Over Diallo. Goes back up. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Free throw, good, Whiteside. And both free throws good from Whiteside.
And if they continue, Kevin, their outstanding free throw shooting, that'll help them seal the deal.
Paul passes to Nader. Fires from deep. That one, no good. And it's Portland the other way.
Yeah, and they've shown effort and aggression in the paint, really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive.
Here's Trent. Here's Whiteside. He's off on that one. Oklahoma City's gotten just 1 of 4 3-pointers to go down for them here in the 4th. Diallo finds Paul. Now Muscala.
Oh, that was worth the price of admission.
How about the timing? Can be the difference between an assist and a turnover. Nice delivery.
The Blazers on offense. They're on a 14-6 run. McCollum passes a little. Here's Trent, defended by Paul. And here's Little, 6 to shoot. The 15-footer. Nader grabs the board. Here's Burton, and there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Great finish. What a setup. Terrific ball movement there.
And so it's McCollum. He'll bring it up for Portland. Knocked loose, and it's out of bounds to Portland. They'll retain possession. Dennis Schroeder's checked in for Oklahoma City. And the Trailblazers making a change here as well. Trevor Ariza's checked in for Whiteside. And there's 1:45 left in the 4th quarter of this one. Ariza passes to Swanigan. Here's Trent. Portland keeps it going. A new 14-second shot clock. Clock at 6. Little dishes to McCollum. Rebound by Muscala. Muscala's got 4 rebounds in this game.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for Portland.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
A hugely satisfying win. A game that not many will soon forget. And on the other side, one that I think most will try to forget.
And so it'll boost this year's win total for them to 29.
Wow, they finished the season series undefeated. 4 games, 4 wins, really asserting their dominance.
And we watched them all night long. No one could really stop them. Just another excellent game it was for Damian Lillard.
Well, unselfish basketball. His ability to create for others has been the story of this game.
Yeah, clearly a foul of frustration right there.
Portland's gone 2 of 5 on 3-point shots since the end of the 3rd quarter. McCollum against Schroeder. Pass to Swanigan.
You know what? That passing lane wasn't open for long. He closed it down in a heartbeat there to get the steal.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
At the end of the day, though, it's 2 points. Don't hang your heads. Let's get refocused and play with more patience.
Portland with the ball. The Thunder making the shot. Trent passes to Swanigan. Shoots a fader. Rebound by Muscala.
Listen, we know the mid-range game is in this guy's arsenal, but you wonder, should he have moved it just one pass more?
Nader's shot's good.
Well, the defense wants to keep the ball out of that area. Why? Because if it gets in there, most players are going to finish.
McCollum against Schroeder. McCollum outside. It's stolen by Schroeder. Here's Burton. No good. And so Portland takes this one, but by a big margin. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking to feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance all the way around.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Kevin, thanks a lot. Dame, you guys got off to a slow offensive start, but came back and got the win. What got going?
It wasn't the prettiest game. We didn't shoot the ball well, but we just had to find ourselves. I think we did a great job of sticking with it. Some shots started to fall, and we was able to pull away.
And that ball goes in the basket, everything changes, right? Thanks, Dame. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for tuning in. So long and good night, everyone.